Okay, hi everyone. Yo, so they did everything. I don't have music in the background. We barely got set up and like I don't even care. We have to talk, y'all. What the fuck? Hopefully Moonlight can talk about this later because that was the plan. But yeah, as of right now, obviously not everybody's on. So let's start with the gameplay changes. They added flow state to the game. Like what the hell? If you take down multiple opponents in quick succession, you'll get sent into a flow state. Overwhelming ink will spread and cover the surroundings, boosting athletic abilities. Like, okay, so you get like paint around you, like right under you. Here, you can see there's a little paint explosion, right? So there's that. It continues a little while after activation, and if you get kills or assists, it continues procking, basically. But like, does it just paint? It says boosted athletic abilities. So like, what? What did they do? What did they do? But I'm gonna start logging this stuff. Like, okay, so I'm guessing it's like a mini opening gambit, right? Okay. If you keep painting to secure territory, you'll find it easier to take state, right? So easier to keep if painting teammates, assists, or kills. Kills trigger it. Or kills, or killing another flow state, or killing another flow. Okay, so they're making it easier to make plays. Yeah, I have that. I have this link open right here. We'll go over here in a second. I just want to go over with the videos. Okay. Okay, so there's health bars. Health bars after some damage and visible line of sight. Very simple. This isn't that complicated. There is just health bars if you can see the opponent and they're slightly low, okay? Guys, everyone who calls out when someone is won, including me, are about to be put on front watch. We will find out if people are lying. We are going to find out if people are lying. Anyway. Yeah. This is probably the biggest change, though. This right here has to be the biggest change. They're fucking with hitboxes. Right? So squid form is just straight up way smaller now. Like, way smaller. It now actually matches the squid form in it. It's, like, slightly thinner and slightly smaller. It's a little bit insane. So this is very interesting. This is very interesting right here. I'm very curious how this is going to play out. There's other hitbox changes, though, for other weapons, so we'll get to that more in the patch. Because they're enlarging attacks from main weapons. So, just to be clear, all your squid hitboxes are smaller. All your hitboxes are smaller. And then on top of that, your attacks are all slightly larger. So human form players, when you're shooting, are harder to hit. So there's more emphasis on staying or moving between squid form between shots. So what does this change? If you play a weapon that stays in human form, like a Brella, or a slow weapon like Dynamo, it is a nerf. If you play a mobile weapon, like a dually, or a shooter, you are probably buffed. Okay? So, slow weapons nerfed, fast weapons buffed, I would say, is probably the general consensus of the hitbox changes. But we'll get to that a bit later. In addition to that, short range weapons are getting even more larger hitboxes. So they're trying to make it so short range weapons are even more consistent up close. They also nerfed stealth jump. Now look, dude, this is actually inspired from my video. Like, it has to be, right? Look at how they did this. They changed stealth jump so that the change in the air is slower, but on the ground it's faster. So if you're QSJing, it's not different, but the travel time is a lot longer. Or no, wait, no. Wait, I'm wrong. That's the wrong clip. That's the wrong clip. Hold up. Oh, it's still video inspired. It's still video inspired. It's still the stuff in the air. It's still the stuff in the air. It's still the stuff in the air. Like, that's insane. So stealth is nerfed. Right? Anyway, further battle system updates. So let's take a read of the patch notes now. I know about stealth. I know the other changes are later. I don't know how they buff Dynamo, but we'll get there. Okay. So we'll come back to this in a second. All right? We'll get back to this in a second. But until then, let's take a look at the patch changes real quick. L3 is faster shots, but less paint. Okay. I think this is an overall nerf, but I don't care. L3 was paint spam heavy. Dynamo roller. Oh my god, guys, they did it. Guys, they did it. They actually did it. Guys, they did it. They actually did it. Guys, they did it. They actually did it. No way. I didn't know they did all that. What? One less swing? I don't care. My swings kill people now. That's insane. No, they haven't done this. They have never buffed horizontal paints. And this is just making it match us one. Like, we're back to 5-flick Dynamo roller, but Dynamo flicks now have impact. No, they've never increased the paint from horizontal swings. They've changed how it spreads out. When they did the paint change in this game, they made it so that the paint was more consistent, but it actually paints slightly less. Now it genuinely paints more. I'm pretty sure this is the first time they've ever actually increased the paint. Blaster. Reduce the time when movement is restricted after firing. We took off even more end lag on this weapon? Are you kidding me? The weapon with the 7-frame buff, we're giving even more? Really? Okay. You know, whatever. It's 2 frames. That's a little insane. Ollie, thank you for the buff. All this and no paint fix. I'm optimistic about the patch, okay? Oh, better luck next time, H3. One of the most insane patches in the game. And bro got 1 damage. Bro got 1 damage. Okay, roller getting the mobility change is really cool. I like that. Heavy paints more? And has a bigger hitbox? Okay. Tetra Dualies fires faster. That's a good change. Brella less Guys, this is not... Okay, I'll take it, you know, it's better than what poor H3 got, but like... Okay. S-Blast. Okay, they nerf short-range explosion distance. That is fair. That's a fair change. Reef Slider. Increase the radius of the explosion deals 220 damage by 20%. There are no changes to the 70 damage radius. Slightly raise the center point. Wait, it's not gonna get cut off by the tiniest of walls. It's not gonna get cut off by the tiniest of walls. Wait, decrease the maximum distance of the charge? What? What? Why? What? Where did this come from? They nerfed this by more than the paint radius! They nerfed the paint radius by like twice as much. Like twice as little as the who complained about the distance it traveled? What? Okay, I have to see what that's for. Oh, I get it. Never mind, I get it. Oh, I get it. It's so it can't get to zone. It's so it can't get to zone. Okay, I guess with big 220 hitbox, that's fair. You know what? Fine, fine. With big 220 hitbox, I get it. Okay. Squift for 190, cool. Thank you for the $2 quartz and stuff. You can, in fact, play Tetra and Dynamo now. Holy, what a day. Dude, Tetra's got to benefit from the slider changes the most, actually. This is like the thing that uses it for combat, and now it's got a big kill box. ZF 200p is interesting. I wonder if leader players will play ZF a little more. Try 200. Machine 210. Pro 190. S-Blast 210. Mini 200. Good points for special changes all around. No notes. All this is good. All good. Changes to Splatnet 3. Change the usage display to show the most frequently used weapons at X Battle during a certain period instead of the last used weapon. Okay. Due to this change, the weapon used to determine top players for weapons will be changed. Okay. Okay. L3 and Dynamo are not similar upgrades. Rather, they are performance changes to increase the unique properties. Speed of shots to utilize the property to maximize power by hitting an opponent with 3 shots, but lowered its inking ability. For Dynamo, to make each swings heavier, more powerful, we expanded the area of turf that allows you to kill with 1 swing, but increased ink consumption. We made changes to... Okay, Reef Slider. We changed its ability to expand speed in 1 hit, as well as made it harder to avoid the explosion via the height difference. Okay? On the other hand, we reduced it and made it harder to rely on the strategy of taking back splat zones using the ink from the explosion pointed toward a zone. Guys, I want us to all put a funeral here for Splat Zone's cheese. It had a good, long run. It had like 2 years of life where it terrorized Zone's X rank. Today, it's finally going to end. Or tomorrow. I guess this doesn't come out yet until tomorrow, but... Say goodbye, Reef Slider Zone's cheese. Yeah! Okay. Bug fixes. Brella bug. Dodge roll bug. Bomb desync bug. No! They saw the shiny clip! They saw the shiny clip! No! They saw Shiny fighting Milky Way. They saw the clip Brand posted of Shiny standing on top of the Clam Blitz basket and they fixed it. No! No! You can't stand on top of the Mako Clam Blitz basket. No. No more aura farming on top of the basket. Okay. Climb unintended terrain fix. Oh! Inkstorm and missiles got blocked by the giant thing in the middle of the map and they're changing that. That's actually pretty relevant. That's on the zone for Inkstorm. That's like in the middle of the map. That actually matters quite a lot. So that's not going to be actual interactable terrain. Wait, does this mean you won't be able to zip it? No, it's just a bulletin board. Okay, I guess we'll see. Whatever. Okay, now we gotta go back up here. And then we can finally talk about it. The news article says main weapons get hitbox adjustment. Can you send me that again? Send me the which ones get hitboxes adjustments. Or is it the Splatoon JP one? Do we have to JP English translate? Oh, it's here, okay. Flow state aura lasts about 30 seconds. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Run, swim, ink resin, IA. Whoa. Does it more detail on why? Yeah, give me the JP one too then. Give me the JP one too. I'll open that up later. But I'll save the link right now. 30 seconds? Bro, why even use opening gambit anymore? You got an ability that does that now, like normally. Okay. Huh, I guess this is also like an indirect cooler nerf? Because, like, these are all cooler buffs, and you can now get them without cooler. I guess it depends how much, though. Like, I doubt you get as much as cooler. You probably get less. Paint the ground. Even more incentive to defeat as many opponents as you can. Okay. Health bar. Opponent is visible. You'll see it even then. Okay. Wait, that's... Oh, it's just these 3 weapons. Oh. No, wait. Here are some examples. Wait, these aren't all of them. These are just 3. Where's the rest? Do you need the JP node for the rest of them, or are these the only examples they gave? Does this have more? Okay, well, I think we need to read this after. Okay. Oh. I see. So this is all just a short range buff, basically. Short range buff and squid form buff. I get that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This article is not very helpful. Okay, let's focus on this one. Okay, because this goes into more detail, right? Let's see. 30 seconds. Dude, this flow state is, like, again, benefits short range more than anything else and, like, mid range. I feel like backlines get very little out of this. Outside of splatlings, low-key flow state is huge for splatlings. If they can proc it. Like, they get buffed more than anything else by far on backlines. You need 3 kills to activate it. Excuse me. So you need 3 kills to proc it. Okay. These are the same videos, okay. I'm so curious what spawned this patch, if there's dev thoughts here. I'm so curious what on earth, like, led to this. If you have stealth jump, will be longer. One of them is you can quickly attack an opponent from the start position in exchange for the risk of being targeted. If you wear the gear power, it's easier to super jump to the ally in the front line. The attack will be faster. Okay. It's context that has to do with gyro control. What? They argued it's because people are getting better at motion controls. Whoa. They're literally like, yeah, okay, if that's true, they're literally like, yeah, our player base is too good at motion now. Like, it's so funny. We have mainstream games going like, yeah, guys, motion controls are just not real. They're so fake. And the Splatoon devs are like, guys, we we have to nerf them. The motion controls have made them too powerful. We need to reduce the hitbox size of the opponents. Oh, what? Dude, it's real. Prior to the launch, the operation of using a gyro sensor to target in 3D space was rare. The process of production was found it was difficult for people who are not used to it to target a squid state opponent, and that it was difficult to hit it. Setting works as intended, but years after the release, the gyro operation has become so commonplace that it gradually became unnecessary. Like... that is insane. They literally are like our players got too good. Too many people used motion and they got too good at it, so we have to nerf hitboxes for this. That might be the most insane patch note that I've ever read, or like patch thoughts. That is insane. I need my glasses. Hold on a second. Dude. Dude. What? What? Oh, that's insane. Oh, bro, poor Sticks players. They just have a harder game. It's probably in relation to JP player base. Nah, I think it's across the board. It seems like, if anything, it's due to, like, you guys have to understand. If this change was purely for the top 1% of players, they wouldn't do it. Like, if they're doing this change, it means, like, across the board, people are hitting people easier. Like, even in low ranks, they want to change this. Okay. We made a hit judgment of all main weapons by making it a little larger and easier to hit the opponent. Okay. So some weapons are nerfed to compensate for that. So long range will be similar to before, and short range will be a bit easier to hit opponents. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay, this is old stuff up here, I think. Okay. Wow. Okay. I need a minute to think. I checked Twitter, I see Lewis saying, "I'm aura farming" will now be a real call out. I'm aura farming. Oh, that's insane. Wow. It's called. I saw Yaga's tweet. It's called aura. Wow, dude. And Kyo's retirement is over. That lasted a good month. All right. Kyo's he's in my fucking chat too. I'm so back. Wow. Yeah, so I think the game's gonna be active now. One of the biggest patches in the series? I mean, yeah. Hmm. Okay. John, thank you so much for the membership. Thank you very much. Okay. I think this is enough for my reactions. So let's get the recording stopped here and get this on the second channel.